What did people drink in the winter if they weren't drinking peppermint mochas? In the 18th century, you might have chosen a drink called posset, kind of like an eggnog, and you might sip it around a fireside, or you might provide it to someone who was feeling a little ill to bring them back up to their full health this time of year. Before we opened the museum, we did an archaeological dig on this site, and we found dozens of posset cups, special drinking vessels that were designed to drink this amazing wintertime beverage. Some people even owned special vessels called posset pots. They looked like this. They have a lid and a spout that goes down to the bottom. You would hold it with both hands and drink right out of that spout, allowing you to sip that thick, alcoholic bottom layer of the drink. So we're here in the museum's Cross Keys Cafe to do a cooking demonstration of a simple posset that you can prepare at home. So for this recipe, you only need a few simple ingredients. You'll need about 2 cups of cream, 3 eggs, some sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and the most important ingredient, the brandy. Really easy to make. You just take your cream, add it to a pot. You want to start it simmering a little bit, and then mix in the cinnamon at this stage. You can use powdered cinnamon or a cinnamon stick if you want. Imagine how delicious it will be when it gets thick and frothy. Think about our life choices. I'm gonna take my 3 eggs, separate the whites from the yolks, super gracefully. Once you manage to get your 3 yolks, want to give them a good mix. And add them into your cream. And at this point, you want to keep stirring pretty regularly to make sure it curdles nicely and ends up with a nice, thick, even mixture. You want to add some sugar in, and usually a little bit of nutmeg, and make sure it gets nice and evenly mixed. And coup de grace, the brandy. You can put 1 shot of brandy. Oh, you can see it getting a little thicker and nice and curdy. The eggs are all adding their part to this mix. I think ideally you would do this as slowly as possible, but if you're impatient like me, the risk is that the eggs are gonna become their own little curds within the posset. Fortunately, these eggs definitely curdled fast. It's interesting to imagine making this over an open hearth, having to cook slowly over coals, being really careful not to scald the cream you had. And I would say, at whatever point we tire of watching our posset thicken, we can sample it. I would say it has too many egg curdles. See those little chunks of eggs that are scattered? Ideally, it would be like nice and smooth. But honestly, if this had happened in the 18th century, they definitely would have drank it. So we're gonna sample it anyway today. I'm ready to give it a try. And give it a taste. Smells good, like eggs and cinnamon. Down the hatch. That's the chunks are very nice. You have to filter them a little bit. I think if this was properly smooth, it wouldn't be that bad. You know, it kind of has like a thick, eggnoggy richness. The brandy is cut pretty nicely by the cream. The cinnamon and nutmeg and sugar are pretty well balanced, if I do say so myself. All right, so this is supposed to capture all the succulent alcoholic cream layer from the bottom and funnel it out. It's not coming out. Okay, suction is the trick. It's not gonna come out on its own because it's corked. A posset pot in action. If you don't mind chewing a drink, posset is for you. Not worse than drinking it out of a cup. Yum, yum, yum.